What's up, y'all? Another beautiful day, and I want to talk to y'all about why you should not share your painful stories with others. Like, wait, no, you gotta share. If you share, it's gonna be bottled up. It's gonna stay in you. Nope, and I'm gonna explain how by you sharing it is actually keeping it alive. It's making it stronger within you. So, what's the best place to start? Let's start with beliefs. We only see the world through the eyes of our beliefs. So if we believe that people mean us harm, we're not going to be around people a lot. We're probably going to end up feeling a bit lonely. We will probably end up just being fearful of everybody. But if we believe people are very friendly, mean us, they mean nothing but goodness to us, probably end up with a lot of friends, probably end up going anywhere and having a good time, whether you've known them from the past or not. You can just insert yourself into any gathering, any situation, and be happy. So seeing the eyes through our beliefs. The interesting thing about that is the past as we see it may not have actually been how it was, because it's based on our vision or our version of the truth of what we consider the truth to be. By sharing certain things, you're saying, I want to keep this alive. I want to bring this from this painful past to this current moment right now, because I'm sowing the seed that I would rather have this pain than have this peace. And that's the bit of it. Like, people find pain more valuable than peace. Since the goal of pain is death, pain will eventually fall away. And when you align your identity with pain, when the pain dies away, that's what, in a sense, brings about your own death. You wouldn't even want to go back to that identity because it's so wrapped around the pain that you're like, well, I just start over as a baby, in a sense. Where somebody, as whether you believe in Jesus or not, or other beings, like, can manifest a new body in 3 days because they didn't put their identity in a body. Like, you are not a body. Your body is constantly changing. What you are is truth. Truth is true for all. Truth never changes. Your true essence of what you are will never change. We've seen certain artists that made their careers off pain, like the most hurtful things that happened to them. And usually the bigger the artist, the more times they got to embody that pain, because you can't give a meaningful performance unless you go back to that place, to the inspiration of where the track was made. Like, you have to go there to really give your all and give that feeling of that performance. And we see that it's led to death of some of the biggest artists. And it's simply because they are sowing certain seeds of they want to be aligned with pain. And that's what that does. Every time you tell your story, whether you're finally okay with it or not, you're strengthening it. You're making others believe that there can be people that harm you. You're making others believe that there are people to be afraid of, to separate yourself from. And some of you might even be saying right now, but yes, there are people like that. You have to. But know this about yourself. Like, you are a creative being. You are creating constantly. You can't stop creating. Whether you're conscious of your creations or not, you are always creating. And by saying things like that and believing that, you are creating circumstances like that for yourself. You are welcoming ways for people to betray you, in a sense, or take advantage of you, how you see it. Also, you can say, see, I told you, this is a witness to my belief. That's all we do. We always look for witnesses to our beliefs. A lot of times when perceived bad things happen to people, what do they say? I told you this would happen. I knew it. See, I knew it. And it's not even the fact that you knew it, it's that you created it. And you made it happen no matter what, through your beliefs. With that, don't share your painful past. Do not. A lot of times people do it because they think that it will rid them of that pain. They say, if I share it, it's the same as letting it go. Not exactly. Again, we learned that when you share something with somebody, you strengthen it, because now is between two people. So now I get to imagine it and I get to reflect it back to you, like oh, that's just it's painful. You it's like you that which you give, you receive. Giving and receiving are one. It's equivalent to Newton's third law of motion. For every action, there's equal and opposite reaction. It's equivalent to the saying, you reap what you sow. Like that which you give, you receive. That which you teach, you learn. We're always teaching. We're always sharing the things that we believe. Let me tell you what somebody did to me today. Man, let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you, like all these instances, you're teaching, you're sharing, but you're also receiving these things at the same time. And is pain what you want to receive? Or do you want to stay in this perfect place of peace? Like right now, in this moment, right now, just do it. Just do a check. You're at peace. There's nothing hurting you. There's nothing bothering you. You are existing. You are. Or from the personal, I am. Like you are. And the only thing that would disrupt your artness, your amness, your being, is if you were to go to another time, if you were to time travel, if you would go back to that past, or the painful past rather, or if you would go to an alternate future that does not exist yet, that may not ever exist. And stay here all the time. What you're saying when you stay here, the seeds that you're sowing is that this moment is enough. This moment is perfect. So you're gonna always have a perfect moment. Even children, like everything is new, everything is exciting. They're not holding on to this one experience that happened before and saying, oh, I'm gonna project this on all the similar experiences like this. Well, they don't do it yet until we teach them how to do it, until we teach them how to constantly bring up painful moments, not by verbally teaching them, but just by our own actions. Like we mimic each other, we mimic behavior. That's a way for us to extend our love. We're saying we love you enough that we're gonna mirror you, reflect back to you, and like that's what this whole world is. Everything is a reflection. And the more you share these things, you strengthen it. So it would be better to share the best parts of you, because people tend to treat you how you show them you like to be treated. And even if somebody does not typically treat people what we would consider bad, if you're constantly bringing up bad things that happen to you, it's like, here we go. I don't want to be around this person because they're going to talk about their past. Okay, they had their words, blah, blah. Move on, let go. You know what I mean? Like, we might not even consciously say this. We might not even say it out loud, but deep down, we're like, I don't want to be around this. Or if you want to be happy, but if you want to stay in that pain, if you want to live in it over and over again, you're going to seek people that went through these same things and get together and create a big bubble of pain. But in reality, you could just let it go. Like really just, it happened. Just accept it happened. For whatever reason, it happened. It was cause and effect. There was a cause, it created that effect. But you can create a new cause. You can create that constantly, consistently, over and over again through your words, through your thoughts, through your actions. There's a saying that I bring up all the time because I love it. It changed my life. It's watch your thoughts for your thoughts become your words. Watch your words for your words become your actions. Watch your actions for your actions become your habits. Watch your habits for your habits become your character. Watch your character for your character becomes your destiny. But the interesting thing about all of that is beliefs. Your destiny, it shapes your beliefs. But the thoughts that you choose, the beginning of that only comes from your beliefs. So it's like it's a perfect circle of what you believe. And if you change your beliefs, you start to experience different things. And of those that I said, you can control your thoughts, words, and actions by speaking only positive things to people, by thinking only positive thoughts about others. And you strengthen that in yourself. So next thing you know, you yourself are a being of light, a being of positivity, someone that's just full of love and joy, that wants to help others no matter what. You don't see that anybody is beyond reach. And yeah, so let's go back. So the things we share. So the thing about pain and the thing about even attack is people value it again more than peace. So they are saying that this person doesn't want this person is not doing what I want them to do. So I'm going to try to force them. I'm going to attack them. I'm going to speak ill of them in an attempt to get them to do my will. And what happens with that is you're creating more conflict, because again, that's what you give, you receive. So by trying to force others upon your will, you're going to feel like your will is forced upon you. You're going to feel like others' wills are forced upon you. And guilt is another version of that. So guilt is like, okay, I can't force this person to do it like just through sheer physical force. So I'm going to try to guilt them into doing this. Like, you should do this. I'm your so-and-so. Or I had all this pain happen to me years ago, or happened to my culture, or happened to this and that you should do exactly what I want to do, whether it's the truth or not. And what you're doing in a sense is weakening yourself. You're saying because you can give guilt to others that you can be manipulated by guilt. Well, in a sense, it's not a real thing. Hey, how's it going? How you doing? And which is why in the song "Let Go," I said, like, you know, what you holding on to, guilt, shame, pain. That's what you don't do. It just creates a guilty world. Like, you just always feel guilty. You always feel shameful, and you're wondering, like, man, why do I feel guilty? Why do I feel shameful? Why do I feel separated? Why do I feel depressed? It's because you're trying to give these things to people, to others, and you're strengthening it. Now, I don't say all of this to say anything against what's going on in the country right now, because I understand that change does need to happen. Like, everybody should be treated greatly, and not even for the sake of just, you know, fairness, but because that's one of them, but also because it does the most for you. When you treat other people good, with love, with respect, it's reflected back to you, and it does the most good for you and those around you. So I am happy with the progress the world is making. And at the same time, I've had a few white friends come to me, check on me, make sure I was all right, because, you know, they're feeling guilty. And I do appreciate them checking on me, but I let them know, like, let that guilt go. Like, just, there's no point in having it. Having guilt, it does nothing. It does nothing for anybody. It's just it's a means of manipulation. It's a means of trying to control others, to say, it's a last ditch effort when you feel you have no control over anything. You say, I can always use guilt to try and control others, but in a sense, that guilt ends up controlling you. The main thing is, don't share your painful past. It's not ridding you of it. It's strengthening you of it. If you were to share the past, share the best parts of it. Share the loving parts of it. Share nothing but it. If you had to tell your story, see the thing is about telling a painful story, like, even in book form or anything, like, it strengthens it around the whole world. Like, everybody that receives it really does receive it, you know, unless they are conditioned their mind to say, I'm not going to receive this. Like, this doesn't truly matter to me, as I am helping to do. And I'll end on this. So one of the reasons I make the music I do is because of the same thing. Like, we control our thoughts, but we give our thoughts away. Like, our brain eats of the images we see. It receives from all of these sources. And even the music, like, if you listen to the music, especially rap, like, the typical rap song is, I'm so cool, I'm better than other people, I have haters that always hate on me, I need to one-up you, I need to be better than you. So what you're doing, you're sowing the seeds of separation right there, saying that you are on top, everybody else is bottom. So now you don't really respect others as you should, and you wonder why why people say, oh, it's so lonely at the top. Like, why are you going to the top then? Be amongst all of your brothers and sisters. Hey, how's it going? It's perfect here amongst us all equally. So don't worry about getting to the top. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. The reason I make these songs is so that you can now have these thoughts of truth going through your head. So like just listening to Let Go and I Like You That Way 2 times a week, you will have more thoughts of truth going through your head than you had all year long. And it's important because, again, you are that cause. Why do things happen? Because you are the cause that makes certain effects happen. And you can do that now. How much time I've been talking? Man, I've been talking, y'all. Hopefully I got something from this. I know y'all got something from this. Don't share your painful past. Instead, share the essence of you right now. We don't, the funny thing, try this, actually try this. I said this in another video, but it's so important that you try this. Be in a conversation where you don't bring up your past at all, not even the good part of the past, and just see, can you really just be rooted here? Like we often share our past because we think we will be accepted more, but I'm here to let you know, like, you are accepted. You are perfect right now, how you are, where you are, all of that. Like you were created by a perfect creator, meaning you are a perfect creation. Like look at all this. Like this is beautiful. That's what you are. You are beautiful. Like this was not an accident. All of this that happened, and how you are right now is perfect. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to bring up a past and say, man, I was this, I was that, I was not. It's not about what you were. It's about what you are. You are love. You are perfection. You are peace. You are happiness. You are joy. You are the light of the world. So be that. Let's get it, because we got it, and it's good.
JClay.